welcome to Screen Time to Dream Time. I'm your host and host, Bhavika Maheshwari. So, in our last episode, we just had a conversation about what is Screen Time to Dream Time really is, why you should listen to this podcast, what's the problem with screen time really is, and why this podcast. We talked about all of that thing. But I feel like today's podcast is going to be very, very important for now because today it's 10th of October, and yeah, you guessed it right. Today it is World Mental Health Day, and I'm glad that you are joining me on this important conversation because today we are going to learn about a lots of things. So let's start. Firstly, I feel like mental health is like the air we breathe. It's very essential, but yet often invisible. We majorly prioritize our physical health by going to gym every morning, but often neglect our mental well-being. You know what I feel like? Our physical health and mental health both are equally important because just imagine your mind as a garden. If you don't nurture it, weeds of anxiety, depression, and stress will overgrow. Just imagine that your mind is a very beautiful garden where positive thoughts and emotions bloom. But if neglected, weeds of anxiety, depression, and stress sprout, choking the beauty. Screen addiction fertilizes these weeds, making them harder to eradicate. Now, did you know that 1 in 4 people experience mental health issue each year? 300 people worldwide suffer from depression, and mobile addiction affects 40% of the global population. Now, these statistics are just growing and growing. The numbers are just growing and growing. And although these statistics are very alarming, but often we ignore these warning signs. It's like having a constant alarm barling in our mind, but again and again we hit the snooze button. Now, let us talk about that how mobile addiction and mental health, these two things are linked. See, I feel like mobile phone is like having a constant companion that slowly drains your energy. Each notification, like and comment activates the brain reward system, releasing feel good chemicals like dopamine. But this temporary high comes at a cost. And what's the cost for it? It is that mobile addiction leads to lots of things. Firstly, it is social comparison. I think we compare ourselves a lot. What we have to do, we have to stop comparing ourselves with others' real highlight. Because what so we are seeing on mobile phone, everything is not true. It is very, very important to understand that each and thing we are seeing on screen on mobile phone are not true because everyone is just trying to show our best. You know what those all the apps on social media says? Instagram says that your worth is largely defined by what you look and what you did on your vacation. Snapchat says that the quality of any relationship is measured by the frequency of their communication. Twitter says this world is black and white and it is more important to be updated about everything than deeply informed about anything. And Facebook says that share your life's best moment and connect with us through likes and comments. It's like social media platform carries a message that affects what we believe, but we have to stop this because it's affecting us in a very big level. Secondly, it is sleep deprivation and fatigue. You know, at night we are kind of like endlessly scrolling, or maybe we are binge watching Netflix series. It also increased our stress and anxiety and also decreased attention span and focus. Now just think about it. We all be having that one friend who constantly check their phone even during even during an important conversation, like you are having a very important conversation, and there would be one friend who is on his or her phone. And also in our family we'll definitely having that one member whose anxiety spikes when their phone is not nearby, or maybe that one member could be us also. And also, you scroll mindlessly when we are feeling empty or maybe unfulfilled. So, these are the signs of mobile addiction grip on your mental health. Now, let's understand this by example that excessive use of mobile is like pouring gasoline on fire. Mental health struggles, it means anxiety, depression, and stress, are the flames, and the excessive use of mobile are the fuel, the growth. Imagine a small spark within your mind representing stress or anxiety. Each swipe, scroll, and notification adds fuel, intensifying the blaze. As the fire grows, anxiety increases, fueled by constant notification and social media comparison. Depression deepens as the endless stream of information reinforces negative thoughts, and stress mounts. It means driven by the pressure to stay connected and always being stay responsive. But we have understood the problem very well. But what we can do? I think firstly we can set boundaries, and setting boundaries or maybe setting time limits. This is the first very step which we can take. As you have seen Ramayan, in Ramayan also, when Lakshman ji was going, before going, he made a Lakshman Rekha and said to Mata Sita that please do not cross this Lakshman Rekha. But when Mata Sita crossed that Lakshman Rekha, Ravan kidnapped Mata Sita. So, what do we have to do? We have to set boundaries, but we don't have to cross that boundaries. Many times it happens that we are like, today I'll just spend 1 hour on my mobile phone. But what we do, we set boundaries, but we don't follow the rules. Now, what we have to do, we have to punish ourselves. Like, if my screen time use accelerate from 1 hour to 2 hour, so what do I have to do? I will not do this, or I use punishment for that, because I feel like don't be a very don't punish yourself very harshly, but kind of like a small punishment that from tomorrow morning I won't be using mobile. For whole morning I won't be using mobile. For lunch I won't be using mobile. Something like this. Secondly, practice mindfulness. Be present in the moment, because everything can come, but not this moment. We often, when you'll turn 60, 70, 80, you'll regret that why I didn't enjoy every moment of my life. So try to be present in every moment and try to enjoy each and every second of your life, because it is never going to come back again. Thirdly, you can engage yourself in some activities which brings you joys. Fourth, you can take break, you can do exercise and can meditate. So, as I conclude this episode, I want to leave you with a very powerful reminder that your mental health matters and your well being is worth fighting for. In a world where screen dominates our life, it's easy to forget what truly matters. But today, on World Mental Health Day, let's make a promise to ourselves. What? First promise is to prioritize our mind, hearts, and our relationships. Secondly, break free from the chain of mobile addiction and reclaim our time. Thirdly, to cultivate self love, self care, and self obsession. So, let all of us try to find true selves, our true purpose, and our true happiness. Choose to prioritize your mental health. Choose to live a life that truly reflects your dream. So, please subscribe to Screen Time to Dream Time on Spotify and also on YouTube. Share this episode with a friend or family member who really needs to hear this. So, thank you so very much for tuning in. Until next time, stay mindful, stay present, and most importantly, don't forget this one because it's very important to stay true to yourself. Thank you so much.